Rise Up Radio. Our mission is simple.
To connect,
Inspire,
impact,
transform,
we will connect with our city's people and businesses.
inspire all of us to achieve our dreams,
Transform the city by focusing on the resilience of our people.
and positively impact all who live and work here.
Rise Up believes our city is a city on the rise.
And all of us need to broadcast just how truly amazing this city is.
Hello, this is Tom Chesser with Rise Up Radio, and I'm here today with my special guest, Tiffany Thomson, who is the founder and CEO of Fight the Good Fight Foundation and the Build It Forward movement. Fight the Fight Good Foundation is a 501c nonprofit that is dedicated to fighting the war on human trafficking by building safe houses for the victims and the survivors of this horrific travesty. Tiffany, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
You know, I'm really excited to have you on the show today, and I've been looking forward to this talk and this interview and conversation with you for a long, long time, and I know you're really, really busy. One thing I've been always wanting to talk to you about is how did you get involved in this movement and kind of why?
Well, I started this in 2010, rape and abuse, and about 2 years ago I saw for myself what human trafficking truly looked like and started doing my research. And I know what it's like on a personal level to be beat down mentally, emotionally, on a level that is nowhere near what these babies go through. And so I really started getting, the more and more I knew, my heart just went out for them and wanted to do something about it. I started looking into housing, and there's 35 beds in the state of Texas and less than 700 in the United States. And to truly, truly rehabilitate these kids and teens, sometimes even men and women, they can't just have a roof over their head with a shower and some food. I mean, they're going to need counseling, medical attention. They're going to need constant care. And at least until they get on their feet, then they need to understand that they need to rehabilitate into society, which means we got to get them, how do you do a interview for a job? I mean, just little things that some of these kids have never even had someone to look up to that has had a job, or a mom or a dad. So that's what we're trying to do, is nationwide build or help build. That's what we're really looking forward to, is to help people who have already got buildings established, already have them, the going on a roll with, and help our fundraisers and stuff, help them build what they've already started.
Oh, that's great. And human trafficking, people don't quite understand it. What is human trafficking, and why should we get involved?
Well, of course, human trafficking, there's many different levels of it. There's the labor, there's the sex trade. There's so many different ways that people are trafficked. It could be the parents trafficking. It could be somebody's going to school and going home at night, and they have to, quote unquote, they're going to do homework and they aren't going to do homework. And there's lots of different ways that I've been investigating. And it's sad because every 28 seconds, someone put on my Facebook the other day when I said every 28 seconds someone is being sold into slavery, and he was like, there's 82,000 seconds in a day, or something like that.
Whoa.
Close to that. And it's literally the fastest growing illegal business on the planet with, $150 billion a year in illegal profit. So with 40 million people getting trafficked a year, that's including the labor and everything. And it's usually, if they're being trafficked labor-wise, they're also being sex trafficked. And it's definitely something that creativity is, they're getting creative. And people just need to be aware of some of the statistics, and not only statistics, but how can we keep people from having to go into a safe house? If we have them, that's great, but we want to keep people from getting there.
Absolutely. And, and what you said with 40.3 million people, I looked at it the other day. In 2016, there was 20 million. 2018, now they're saying 40 million. I mean, this thing is an epidemic that's beyond proportion, and it's such a tragedy. With Fight the Good Fight, kind of tell us on the mission itself and, and how that works with other organizations.
Yeah. Fight the Good Fight, we want to be known as fighting the good fight for every organization. What we do is I've created a platform of fundraisers, and we're going to be having franchises, or we call them licensees, in different cities, states. And what they do is whoever owns that city or state that does these fundraisers that we've already built, and we pretty much give you how to everything, they get to donate half of the proceeds to whatever their heart desires. So we truly, truly want people to get out there and be able to help their community. If their heart's with lupus or cancer, animal rights, whatever it is, we want to make sure and give them an opportunity to donate to that organization. My heart's in it on one end. I want their heart in it too. So if they're helping us, I want to help them.
That's perfect, because you guys working together can make a difference for this, and then basically everybody's benefiting from it. What I really caught you said something was like, and I want you to repeat that one more time. There is how many beds in the United States right now?
Less than 700 beds, not facilities.
Beds, not facilities. Are they equipped to take care of the needs that you're talking about for rehabilitation and health and, reintegration back into society? Are they capable of doing that at all?
Just those 700 beds. Most of the facilities that they have out there will let them come in and take a shower, maybe stay a couple of days a week. But as for truly rehabilitating them and keeping them in an environment where they have the support, that's 700 beds.
Wow. And then I also heard you say something about the state of Texas only has how many beds?
35.
Unbelievable. There's been a lot of news. There's been a lot of movie stars. There's been a lot of celebrities. There's been a lot of stuff talking about human trafficking, and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. But what happens to all these people if they have no place to go? We're talking they don't have any place to go.
Right.
So what good is it to do everything we're doing? So how does this create that problem?
That's why it's very critical that we do this and we do it quickly. And that's why I'm also hoping that this platform of fundraisers will spread this extremely fast in the Build It Forward movement. And if other people have heart in it as well, I think they're going to have, everybody should have a heart for sex trafficking, but some people just have a different, their mom might have died from cancer. So That's going to push them into making their fundraisers and their movement successful. And so I think it'll spread faster, and especially in different cities, if there's already a safe house going on in the city that there's a franchise, then we'll donate the portion from the fundraiser that goes to a safe house to that one in their area. So they're also helping their community, not just the one Fight the Good Fight's helping at the moment. So they can choose wherever they want to go, and that's extremely, extremely difficult to make people understand that you don't have to donate thousands and thousands of dollars to make a difference here. The Build It Forward movement was pretty much off a vision. I was like, why are we not raising this money? Why is it so hard? And it was pretty much given to me the numbers $100,000 and $10. And that's if 100,000 people in the whole world were to give $10 a month, that's $12 million a year. Just off 100,000 people, the numbers are huge. With $10 a month, that's a meal.
And that's the Build It Forward movement that you're doing right now, is to raise that money. And just $10 a month is nothing. You know, it really isn't. And if you get that many people get involved, and you know, you and I both know this is a numbers thing. The more people get involved, the more that we can do. The more people that do something, the more that we can put a stop to it, or we can actually help these survivors.
Well, that's just at $10. I mean, people can do 20, 40, 50, 1,000. I don't care, as long as people realize that thousands of dollars is not all that makes a difference. It's literally, that's in the whole United States, and I know that we can hit that number, and that's a lot of people getting help some way, form, or fashion. Some of that money will go towards the franchises and the people that are doing the Build It Forward movement passion and what they want it to go to. But $12 million is a lot of money to help a lot of people.
So absolutely. So your solution is to build these safe houses, you know, and to get these people in and give them a place for safety and everything. What happens to them if we don't have safe houses? Where do they go? What happens to them?
A lot of people go to jail, juvenile, foster care, back to the street. There really is nowhere safe to rehabilitate on most of them. So that's the sad part of it. But honestly, like, jail, juvenile is a lot easier than dealing with on a day-to-day basis what they've been used to.
Absolutely. So this is a place for safety, protection, healing, everything that they need, from medical services to being integrated back into society. That's what this is really all about. It's just not to put them in a bed, but it's to actually get them back out there, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, Tiffany, let me ask you another question. What else can we do? I mean, what other things can we do, you know, to support the cause and, you know, help you?
We always could use volunteers. On our website, we'll be posting, you know, we're in the baby stage, and right now we just birthed the baby, and now we're learning how to feed it. So we still got some things that we've got to get in place. So volunteers are very, very needed. And, of course, when we start getting these in different cities, we'll be posting which cities are available so people can actually volunteer in their city. Spreading the word on social media, that's volunteering, and that's helping. We could do so many different things in our community, that awareness presentations. We can train people on our awareness presentation to go into schools and churches, or we do a lot of Texas Tech. We do a lot of realtors, and we're about to start going into insurance agencies, and just to get people aware is huge. So anybody that has a heart in this and likes to speak in front of people, that's just another avenue that they can help us. So there's a lot of becoming a coordinator for the Build It Forward movement. Got tangled up. We changed the name of it. So a coordinator, and we feel I have done some research in nonprofits, and I have noticed that nonprofits fail because there's no time in a day, because it's free. You're working for free. So your family comes first. There's sports events. Your bills come first. So it hit me that what if I could come up with a platform that can do both? Then I have people out of job, behind the desk of computers, teachers who want to get out there and make a difference with kids because they love kids, but they can also make really decent money. So the platform for the Build It Forward movement was made to, if you help us, we want to help you. And so there's a percentage that somebody gets paid to do the movement, and it's we want people out there fighting the good fight every day and all day and full time. And so instead of paying people to sit behind a desk and probably be on Facebook half the time, paying them $15 an hour, people that are out there pushing and actually doing something and working, we want to help. And so they can pay their bills. They can make good money. And people tell me all the time, well, I don't want the money. I just want to help people. Well, that's fine. But how can you help other people when you can't feed yourself? So if you can do both, don't we all win?
Absolutely.
And that's when I came up with this platform, and I think it's going to change the way a lot of people do fundraisers. It's going to change the way people look at nonprofits. That, you know what, if I can feed my family and help this organization and help somebody that I love and need, my heart, then I personally just think everybody wins. And so took it to the accountant and, made sure everything was legal. And so
absolutely.
He did say, he said, Tiffany, I've got a lot of nonprofits fail a day in and day out that I do, they do their taxes for. And he said, this could help more nonprofits succeed.
Absolutely. So, I think this platform that you got is absolutely phenomenal. When I'm looking into this, I'm thinking, wow, how come they don't wake up and smell the coffee, so to speak? The nonprofits out there need to learn how to raise money, and I'm always coming across that to try to give them ways to raise money for their nonprofit, a residual income, something to get them to be able to do that instead of just a 5K marathon once a year. So this platform that you put together, I'm my hat's off to you. And Rise Up Media and Marketing, Rise Up Radio, Rise Up Lubbock, Rise Up San Antonio. Our organization wants to get behind you on this and support you everywhere we can. And I really am, my heart goes out. A lot of times we don't think about these things, and this is not an easy subject to talk about with people, and, all that comes into play, but, the need is there, and I honestly believe that you guys are fighting the fight. I want you to keep it up. Keep pushing forward.
There's a fight for so many organizations. There's so many people that need help, and that's what we want to focus on, is just helping humankind. There's so much negative and so much money is evil, and if we get a whole bunch of people out there making decent money and being able to help their community, then maybe we can turn that money's not evil. It's not if you do something good with it.
Absolutely. $150 billion a year industry, they got the money. They're putting the resources to it. They're not stopping. We've got to counterattack that. We've got to do something about it. So, Tiffany, I want to say thank you so much for this time and sharing it with me and for being on Rise Up Radio. And I just wanted to make sure that these people knew how to get a hold of you or how to get a hold of us. If they want to call us here, they can call us at 210-289-5996. So that's 210-289-5996. And if you want to help fight the good fight and you want to donate to the Build It Forward movement, you can also go to Fight the Good Fight today. FightTheGoodFight.today. And they'd be able to learn as much information as you want to know about the movement or how you can help or get involved or donate or whatever you can do to help us win this thing.
Yes, sir.
So, Tiffany, thank you. Thank you very, very much. And like I always say, at each one of these broadcasts, together, each and every one of us can make a difference.
And I want to reach out to the nonprofits of the world right now and let them know that we want to help them. They've put time and energy into their baby, and we don't want their baby to fall. We want it to rise, and we want it to flourish, and we'll do what we can to help, too.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Bless you, and keep up the fight, and we've got you.
Thank you, Tom. You're wonderful.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening, and remember,
by working together, we can make a difference in our city.